What's going on, guys? Ruli here again. Two mice, one bucket. You already know what it is. Um, all right, guys. So it's been a crazy week. Stocks are pumping right now. The U.S. economy is looking a little better. Some news came out from China that weren't looking good. I'm gonna go over that right now. Les voy a enseñar un poquito de cómo la situación en China económicamente salieron los resultados que pues no se ve bien, no se ven bien los números. Y eso ha empujado un poco más de dinero que fluía en el mercado americano y por eso estamos viendo un poco de cómo se están moviendo los stocks para arriba. Ahorita estamos viendo, I'm going to share the screen with you guys. Quick. Yeah, guys, it's looking like we're going to make some moves and hopefully we can capitalize. So, for example, AMC right now, we're looking at the chart right now. We're at 44 bucks, 43. We opened at 42 this morning and we're currently at 44. Yeah, so it's looking like it wants to do another leg up on the daily. Hopefully we get to retest 50 and see how that goes. We break 50, then more than likely, hopefully we retest 65, 60, 70, and then we're off to the hundreds. Yeah, so I mean, it can happen. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It's like I said, guys, just be patient. Be patient if you got like I've been holding for a while now. I've gotten at $3 pretty much. So for me, it's just a waiting game right now. It's patience. I already have certain moves I'm planning, but nonetheless, guys, it's not any financial advice. Again, it'd be a very how do you say it? Sean, ¿cómo se dice? Que no les valga, ¿verdad? Su dinero, prácticamente. Estén conscientes de que es su dinero, it's hard earned money, so make sure you're doing something, you're trying to make the most out of it. You're trying to flip that money, or you're trying to make a good investment. Make sure you do your research. For example, AMC, their quarter earnings are going to be released on November the 1st. And with that, hopefully, like they say, como dicen, sell the rumors, no, buy the rumors, sell the news. So rumors are all right. More than likely, hopefully the price is going to continue to go up before the earnings are released, which then people will probably start taking profits. And then the price gets a little bit like selling pressure, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, something that's going on right now on the charts with AMC. Like I said, guys, keep an eye on your indicators, your RSI, MECD. One of the indicators that I forgot that I didn't put on my chart yet. It's a Williams alligator, and I'm gonna show you why it's pretty cool to use this. It works more than anything on larger time frames, so like on a daily or a weekly, monthly, and it'll help you like it help by pretty much. Williams alligator is it. I'll show you right now how it's supposed to be like an alligator's mouth or and like teeth. So right now we have this crossing right here. Nice. So the lips are black. The jaw. So the lip is the top part and the jaw is the bottom part of the blue line, right? So when the lips are on the top, it means we're on a bullish trend. All right. So when the lips of the alligator are on top of your jaw and your teeth, then we're on an uptrend, right? When our lip starts crossing through the teeth downwards to the jaw, and pretty much vice versa, the teeth, I mean the jaw goes into to where the lips are, then we get a little downtrend right here. You can see the switch. So that's one of the reasons why I use the William alligator, because it gives me a perspective of when it's slowing down. It's kind of like similar to the boiler bangs, but you can see the gap closing, and then this lip starting to go to the teeth again, and you see how it moves, and then it switches over to a little uptrend again. And then right now we're in a downtrend. It looks like it's crossing, so we might get an uptrend again. And like I said, hopefully we get a bigger one. There's a lot of money flowing to stocks right now. A lot of people don't necessarily want to go with China right now. What's happening with the economic slowdown? What happened with Evergrande? So yeah, so it's looking good. I wanted to mention about Archegos, something that happened a couple months ago here in the United States. So Archiego's capital was this pretty much a billionaire investor who lost $30 billion in a day because of market indiscrepancies. You can put it like that. So lo que pasó es que este señor, um, lo que pasó es que tenía una compañía de inversión y de capital, tenía una compañía con una capital de 30 billones de dólares, ¿verdad? Y un poco de más, y parte de ese dinero era prestado porque él tenía, ponle tú, 3 billones, 5 billones, lo que yo tenía entre 5 y 10 billones y el banco le prestó el resto. Entonces lo que pasó es que este señor estaba apostando a que prácticamente ciertas compañías iban a quebrar. So he was betting, he was pretty much shorting some stocks and he was shorting some stocks heavily. So he was betting that some companies were going to go completely broke. So this guy is originally from China. Okay, I'm not saying anything right now or pointing any fingers. You know, you guys can make your own conclusions, but he's from China, and so pretty much he was shorting heavily the U.S. stocks. Uh, and then look at what happens a couple months later here in, well, not here, but over there in China with Evergrande, which is a similar story to what happened here with this Chinese investor trying to bring down, or not trying to bring down, but I mean, he was shorting a lot of US stocks heavily. So he could like destabilize the US economy. And I will look at what happened in China with Evergrande. So I'm not saying they're tied together, but it's like if I'll punch you, you punch, like you punch me, I punch you, you know? So kind of what it looks like. But it is what it is. So China's economic growth weakens amid construction slow down. There was a lot of buildings. I mean, the Evergrande deal was had to allow with real estate. Um, so there was a lot of empty buildings that didn't have any people in them. So, and there's a lot of other key elements that are playing into this. Also, China has to pay a little bit more for labor. Uh, so there's other things that, like I say, guys, doing research, I haven't gone all over this, but I keep in mind and then try to like read some of this through the day. Also the use stocks, like I said. So we got to see how the world's moving, even with the vaccines right now, with the Johnson and Johnson, the boosters. uh the United States reopening borders with Canada and Mexico now. Also, you know allowing travel from the UK and Europe. So, that's going to help as well the economy move in a better direction from now on. The Johnson and Johnson booster shots, pues también they're helping. Look, J&J COVID vaccine added 502 million to third quarter sales. So it's all about the numbers, guys. Follow the money. I'm gonna give you guys some tips on some stocks that I think would potentially, have a better upside for the next coming up next upcoming months, for the next year. So these are long term. If you do want to day trade them or swing trade them, I mean, you could just be very careful with your entry and exit points so you minimize your losses and maximize your profits, guys. All right, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here to talk after. If you guys have any any information you want to share with me, please comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm gonna be putting my Cash App, guys. If you want to donate, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, guys. Help me keep this channel going and sharing some good stocks. If you make some bank, badass. So we got Macy's on our radar. I've had it for a while. I think I mentioned it on a couple videos back. And one of the reasons why I'm focusing on Macy's right now is because they're part of the retail of the United States. And so one of the things that happened during COVID was that retail sales slowed down a lot because a lot of people weren't going out to the shops. Just because of COVID itself, people were scared of going out and getting contagious with the COVID and dying. So that was a big scare on people. So it pushed a lot of people to online sales. Macy's not really big on online, so they lost a lot of track. Nonetheless, as you can tell right now, uh, there's a holiday shopping just around the corner. People just already started buying for holidays right now. So looking much very forward. Sorry guys. Fuck. Looking very much forward to the next upcoming months and year of 2022 because it's gonna look legit. It's gonna look nice. So pretty much all you gotta do is compare these upcoming months to last year's months. So what that means is we have better sales this year than last year, or this month in particular than last year's month of October, which is more than likely going to happen. Macy's is going to do a lot better. They're on the move. If you listen to Yahoo Finance, they've been mentioning them all week last week. Um, Macy's stocks soared amid competitors e-commerce. So, like I said, there's a lot of they're moving into e-commerce, so that's going to help boost sales. Now we look at the chart, and another one before I go on to the chart, it's cons. So cons is looking pretty good as well. Another thing is it would fall kind of like into retail, right? Because pretty much if you're going and buying appliances, which which is kind of like retail, right? But the appliances, all right. I'm not sure if they fall into the same category, but I'm thinking they are. Nonetheless, a lot of people, a lot of purchasing homes, a lot of people buying apartments, penthouses, whatever you want to call it. Nonetheless, they're going to need appliances for these homes and apartments. So where they can go? I used to go to cons. That's where I started my credit at. Shout out to cons. There were some things that weren't collected, but nonetheless, cons is pretty cool. Uh, yeah, so there's a lot of cool things about cons. It can help you with your credit. You can, get a pretty good living room. You're living out with your buddy, something that it's like something affordable that's they can help you pay. You can build up your credit, like I said. So now let's look at the charts. I'm very optimistic because I know that within the next months, there's a lot more money flowing in into these companies just because of that. We got people from other countries coming in and potentially rather buy here than in their country. Um, so yeah, so we were looking at AMC. I got Macy's over here. Now let me move this. All right. So yes, so Macy's. We can see right here. I started looking at Macy's when it was around like 18 bucks. So I knew from there because I had seen how it had like stabilizing between like 15, 18, 20 bucks. So I would have been like, that's a good entry point. And you would have put a stop loss. I don't like if you would have gone like at 16, 17 bucks and it would have gone lower than 15, then I would have sold, took my losses, and then waited for a re-entry. Right now, I'm looking to test 45, 45, 70 after that, but more than likely we'll get a 45 and then get a pullback, get a breather, and then continue upward. More than likely, guys. I mean, like this is the monthly chart. We're going into 2022. I mean, we could have 2022 all over. Like you can see this right here. Look at that, guys. It's just a straight run, like for almost like 2 years. Straight up, straight up, straight up, guys. We can repeat. Might repeat. Sheesh. Okay, guys. I ain't no magician, but work around with your charts. Go on Trading View. Put a ticker symbol, whatever company you're interested in. You know, look at their reports. Look at their innovations, their products. If they're looking to expand, where they're at. And if you believe in the company and know that they're big and they're doing even bigger things, then you shouldn't be afraid to invest on it. Like I said, the charts are going to help you follow up a trend, exit a trend. It can help. It can definitely help, guys. Keep that in mind. Long term, let's say you had some capital last year, right? You would have doubled, you would have tripled your money right now from last year. So be smart with what you do with your money, guys. If you've saved $10,000, 5,000, and you just want to do something with it, you don't want to move, you just want to, there's a lot of good opportunities right now. Think COVID. There's always something good out of bad situation. Make the most out of it, guys. So like I said, I mean, if you would have left $10,000 last year, October, you would have bought Macy's, $10,000 of Macy's worth. You would have been at what? Take my calculator, guys. So, okay. So let's say you would have bought $10,000 worth of Macy's stock at $5. You got 2,000 shares. 2,000 shares times 27 bucks. You would got an 50,000. I mean, $54,000, guys, in a year. It, just there, just sitting there, guys. You might be taxed some on that, but let's say you pay 25% tax on that 54 times 25%. So it's 13,000. So it's $14,000. So you would get 40 extra $1,000 a year just by having your money sitting there, guys. Like, it's not a bad choice. Like I said, so right now, let's say you buy it at $30. Next year, it's at 70. You doubled your money again. Like, how much money do you want to double? It's up to you. Like I said, be considerate. You might not double it. You might like get quarter it, but still, I mean, it's some extra money if you're working and you want to make some money on the side. You got your job, you're making 100, you're making 70, you're making 50, you're making $40,000 a year. You add another extra 20, another extra 30, guys. Come on, I mean, that's you can be self-employed, start your own business, keep your bills, be frugal, you know, and then once you start rolling that money in, you do a little bit more stuff. But yeah, so those are some good companies that I see an upside to. Cons, look at this, man. Look at this. It's just beautiful. Like, oh my God. Again, you would have bought last year on April when everything dipped $4, triple your money, more than triple, you quadruple your money, man. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. Good opportunities, guys. Good opportunities. Stay on the outlook for that. And okay, so now I wanted to talk about cannabis stocks. Cannabis is on the move. It's gonna be, stay aware. Look at this is Sundial. This is a Canadian company that's doing pretty big things. I think it's a very good price right now. Something that can, within the next months, can potentially reach its levels of pre-pandemic at $13. But look at this, guys. I mean, what can I tell you guys? If you want to risk some money, why wouldn't you risk it here? Go and do some research on this company. Go and do some research on this company, guys. I'm sorry. Ah, I just dived straight into the video. No edit, no raw and crunchy. You know what I'm saying? This is the best, guys. I'm just gonna give it to you like if you like you're right here with me. I'm like sharing this with you. We're all brothers and sisters out here. We're all trying to make a dime. Hopefully we don't have to risk our lives to make that dime. And I'm sharing this with you guys so that you don't have to go out there, and expose your lives. But yeah, this is a good investment. I would recommend. Sundial, you go over here on Google and put Sundial Growers, and you'll see a little bit like Sundial Growers has found a way to boost its cash flow by 5 million. That's 5 days ago. This kind of well, I mean, guys, like I said, do a little bit more research on it. I think it's a good stock. It's been on the market for a while now. Maybe it dips a little bit lower. Be on the lookout. Um, like I said, if you want to get in right now, it might be a good, but what if it dropped to 30 cents, right? To 10 cents. So like I said, it's not a guarantee. It's just a help, guys. This is not a guarantee because all of a sudden this might just fucking wick and touch this oversold before it goes reaches in this overbought level. So I have to wait and see that. But these are good stocks to be on the lookout for. This is Cresco, another American cannabis company that's on the rise. But like here you can see there's been a downtrend since everything that happened with well, here during COVID, we had an uptrend during COVID. downtrend right now. But I like this. I like Cresco. They're very kind of like pharmaceutical grade company of cannabis, and they're looking to do big things. They got a big market ahead of them. That's one of the reasons why I think it's like preparation for what's coming next, and it's like the best opportunity right now for all these companies to be at a low, like all-time lows from like COVID and shit. But look at here, we might have like another higher high, if you can say, right? Uh, so it'll be like the low, and then depending where we end up here, if it's higher than this low, then we get a higher low, higher high, higher low, and then we might continue on an uptrend. Uh, Damn, looks nice as well. We flipped that 16. We're looking big timers over here, guys. But like I said, look, we looking back at this, we might just have a retest of $5. I'm not sure, guys. We'll just have to wait a little bit more on those, and be on the lookout for what happens in the cannabis space. But these are going to be some good entry points right now, guys. Those are going to be some two good companies that you can get in for cheap and hopefully flip your money. Like right now, it's at 8. Even if you were to get in right now, potentially it's at $8, and you just hold it from here to next year, and it flips from 16 to 30, you already tripled your money, guys. So think about it long term more than anything. You're trying to make a quick buck. You might lose more money than you're earning, honestly. Uh, for daily trading, I would recommend something more like gold or Bitcoin. I'm gonna go over those right now. We can see on the Treasury bond right now, since the Fed spoke, we've gotten a rise. They've been saying all year that they want to hit a 2% or more target of inflation. We're at 160. So highest it had been is like 180 or 175, which is everybody's going crazy, like inflation. But inflation's here, guys. It's gonna stay. Uh, like I said, you might see an increase of $1, $2 on some certain items. Nonetheless, you're still gonna pay for them. You're still gonna buy them if you want them. There's nothing you can do about it but prepare and pay what you need to pay. You know how much you're worth. Also, your value is gonna increase. Your time value is gonna increase. A lot of things are gonna increase in value. Also, your time. So make sure you're aware of that. That's why I try to invest my money and my time wisely by doing research. I do like to go out and party and this and that, but guys, I just turned 31 the 16th of October. I've switched my ways. I've come from certain backgrounds that very humble beginnings, nonetheless. um I've had my moments where I've had nothing. I've lost it off, slept on the streets, man, woken up freaking hungover. It's just not my lifestyle anymore. But nonetheless, there's a lot of things I like to do, and one of the things I would like to do with whatever money I earn is make greater investments so that I can show you guys. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I do like to socialize. So, just sharing my story with you guys, and hopefully growing with you guys as well. So hopefully you like what I shared with you on these charts, inflation, um, Bitcoin. Like I said, this is just expect this to rise within the next months, a little bit higher. I might get some pullbacks, but for next year, 2022, we're gonna be at 2% or higher. They're saying even 2.5, 3%. So we got a long way to go, guys. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be a good ride. Enjoy. Like I said, Bitcoin, I said on my last video, I was shorting from 58,000. That was hypothetically because I don't actually have any Bitcoin. But hypothetically, you can do these trades and then prepare yourself, guys. And like I said, it could be as real, like it's real if you say it's real. You know what I mean? So, make the most out of your trades. I don't trade often, but when I do, I try to make, like, I did that fake trade, so I didn't go right away and make another fake trade. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for a better trade right now, which is looking better. So I waited from 58. right? So let's say at 58, I shorted, which was around like this area, or like 57, stop loss was at 50 or something like that, looking for 30. But nonetheless, now that was just one trade, guys. And it's been a couple of days. So it's not like, bah, 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 start firing away and then try to like, oh, I'll be short, because then you lose more money. You need to wait. So now we're waiting. It's a waiting game. So now we're waiting to see like how wick it's losing. It might be losing some buying pressure. So we'll see how that handles on the weekly, on the daily. It looks like, let's see, we're losing kind of like a little bit of momentum. We'll see how this goes. We're in an uptrend for about 2 weeks now. So 2 week uptrend. We'll see if we get a downtrend. If we break below 40K, then we might more than likely be on a bearish downtrend from there. And then, but yeah, but from here, I would make another short. Actually, let's do it, guys. Fuck it. Let's do it. So I'll put my stop loss at 64 because that was an all-time high. If it breaks the all-time high, then more than likely we'll do another all-time high and continue on a bullish trend to maybe the $100,000 region, 140,000. We'll see how that goes, guys. But we have to break that 64, that previous all-time high. So let's say potentially we were to make a short. Damn, bro. Fuck. Looks like there's buying pressure right here, bro. We might get another pump. I don't know why, but I think these guys are gonna get look. You see how it was going down on the RSI, yet over here on the chart, and then on the chart it was going up, but over here it was going down. So this is pretty bullish for me, guys. And then you gotta like work with it yourself, try to see how the chart talks to you personally. Everybody's different. You might have better eye than me. You might make a better move than me. More than likely someone will make a better move than me, which is awesome, and then make some profits off of you guys. Hopefully you can learn and I can learn more from your insights too, if you want to share with me, like whatever, but yeah, I wouldn't. This is the type of markets I would go on a swing trading, daily trading. Still good. I mean, Bitcoin. There's a lot of good news in the market space coming out, but nonetheless, I think what's gonna happen once they already proved some ETF trading of Bitcoin, which is it's a large market. It's a very big market. So what happens is, like, if you're building all of this pressure up here, you're like building, it's accumulating all this pressure on Bitcoin right now. And then all of a sudden it's like cramming up in a room, right? Because it's crammed up in there because there's so many laws that prohibit it from escaping that room, right? So what's gonna happen when well, it's already happening. They're starting to unlock that door. They're starting to break down those freaking locks, trying to break Bitcoin out of that room and help it by putting it in a bigger room, right? So they're getting Bitcoin out of a hotel room, putting it in a penthouse right now. That's what they're doing. So when they open that door, it's gonna release all this pressure in the market, and a lot of people are gonna start taking profits. All right, they're gonna start taking profits because of this accumulation, depreciation. It's gonna deflate. So when that happens, you can see a lot like these prices drop. In my opinion, like I said, if we break 64 and then 65, then we're breaking the all-time high. Then more than likely, theoretically, we should have another all-time high. I don't know, but if we don't, I'm betting down, guys. I am betting down. So this would be my second trade. It's my second short try. All right. So let's say getting right here 62, and we put our stop loss at 60. Let's put at 65. All right, guys, that's a pretty good short right there. we'll see how it goes. Your witness. We'll see how it goes. Take it on the chin if it's a loss, but nonetheless, look, it looks juicy. Looks juicy. One of the reasons why I think it might look is buying pressure, but at the same time, I don't know if there's buying pressure as well. So we might just have to wait on that a little bit more. Gold's looking pretty good as well. On the 4 hour, we can see here. And that's why I'm kind of like waiting on Bitcoin. But I think this is very similar to what might happen on Bitcoin with the RSI and CD. So you see, oh my God, sorry. So right here on the MEC, you see how we have like all this selling pressure. I mean, this is selling pressure and then there's the buying pressure, right? But this buying pressure from here, from this region, from 1760, is when like 20 pips to 200 pips to 1785. And from there, we quickly got a reversal, which is what I think might happen here. And with Bitcoin, might have a reversal. But we'll see how that goes, guys. But nonetheless, you can use it for better entries. And on the weekly, I mean, still on an upward trend. But like I said, guys, go back and forward, read through it. You know, if you really want to trade it, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. That's all I gotta say. But yes, guys, so I guess that's it for this video. One of the other things I wanted to share, we got an upcoming fight for the UFC. We got Usman versus my boy Colby, which is gonna be a pretty good fight. Leave your comments to see which one you think is gonna win. Guys, what else? What else did I want to talk about here on this video? If you haven't watched the new series, it's a pretty good series. Also, follow Caspian Report. Yeah, follow Caspian Report for more geopolitical information that can help you benefit on some of these trades and some of the stocks too. There might be an opportunity. I'm gonna talk on the next video about buying stocks in different countries. If you're in Mexico or if you're in China, which is or in Japan or in Korea, because I know like I'm not sure if I know you can buy some Chinese stocks and some Mexican stocks and Japanese stocks. I'm not sure about the Korean ones, but nonetheless, guys, I'll tell you. I'll find out and I'll tell you. But if we do, we're gonna be talking about it on the next video because that'll be pretty good because there's a lot of good opportunities because they're very cheap. All right, guys. So make sure you like and subscribe. Leave your comments if you want me to talk about anything specific. But more than likely, I mean, I think I went through pretty much everything, guys. Yeah. So, all right. See you on the next one, guys. Like I said, this is 2 Mice, 1 Bucket. And my name is Raul. Raul. All right, guys. I'm going to put an outro song. Cheese. Cheese. Come on, buddy. If you know, you know. Ay. ¿Qué tengo? Ahí viene el money. Tener lo que quiero. Ya viene Halloween, vámonos. Ahora sí, Rita. Nos vemos. Ahí me cuadro.